Hello everyone, in this video we will learn about kingdom fungi. So the fungi consist of a unique kingdom of heterotrophic organisms. That means whatever the organisms are present in this group are basically heterotrophs. That means they are not photosynthetic or chemosynthetic. Now they show a great diversity in morphology and habitat. So they are too much diverse in their morphology as well as they are found in variety of habitat also. Rotting of bread and oranges is due to fungi. Some common mushroom that we are eating and the toadstool, it is also a fungi. White spot that we observe on the mustard leaf, it is also due to the parasite fungi. Some unicellular fungi, for example yeast, we are using for making the bread and beer. Other fungi, it can easily cause the disease in plants and animal. For example, wheat, the rust causing Puccinia, it is the important example. Now some are the other sources of antibiotic. That means we are getting the antibiotic from these fungi, for example penicillium. Now fungi are cosmopolitan and occur in air, water and soil and on animal and plants. That means it can found everywhere in air, water, soil, on animal and plants. Now these type of fungi basically prefer to grow only that region where warm and humid place is there. That means if the place is warm and humid, these fungi can easily grow. Now why we are preserving our food in refrigerator? So reason behind that, just because we are preventing the growth of bacteria as well as fungi. Just because in low temperature bacteria and fungi can't grow, and that is why we are preserving the food materials in the refrigerators. Yeast, which is used for making the bread and beers, it is an exception because it is unicellular, while other fungi are filamentous, and their body consists of a long cylinder thread-like substance that is called the hyphae. So all the fungi are basically filamentous and they are consisting of a long cylinder thread-like structure that we call the hyphae. And the network of hyphae is known as the mycelium. That means when lots of hyphae are combined together, they will form a mycelium. Some hyphae are continuous tube filled with multinucleated cytoplasm. That means in some of the fungi, they are containing a long thread slender structure that we call the hyphae, and that hyphae is completely filled with cytoplasm as well as multinucleated. And these type of structures are known as cenocytic hyphae. That means if hyphae is cylinder, it is filled with multinucleated structure as well as the cytoplasm. So if any hyphae is multinucleated and filled with cytoplasm, then this type of hyphae is known as cenocytic hyphae. Other have a septum or cross wall in their hyphae, and the cell wall of fungi are composed of chitin and polysaccharide. Most of the fungi are heterotrophic and absorb the soluble organic matter from dead substances, and therefore they are known as the saprophytes. Means if any fungi which is getting the nutrition from the dead and decayed substance, then these type of fungi are known as saprophyte. Some of the fungi depend on the living plants and organism, and these type of fungi are known as parasite. That means if any fungi is getting the nutrition from living plant and animal or any other organism, then we call them parasite. Some of the fungi can live as a symbionts. When it associate with algae, we called it lichens, and when it is with the root of a higher plant, we called it mycorrhiza. That means if the fungi is present with algae, it is living as a symbiont with algae, then we called it lichen, and when it is living together with the higher plants, then we called it mycorrhiza. Now the reproduction in fungi can take place by vegetative means, fragmentation, fission and budding, and asexual reproduction is by spore formation, and are called the conidia or sporangiospore or zoospore, and the sexual reproduction is by the oospore, ascospore and basidiospore. The various spores are produced in a distinct structure called the fruiting body. That means the structure that is producing the different type of spores are known as the fruiting body. The sexual cycle involves the following three steps. That means in sexual cycle has a three basic steps. First is the fusion of protoplasm between the two motile or non-motile gamete called the plasmogamy. That means when two motile and or non-motile gametes are fused or their protoplasm is fused, then we called it plasmogamy. In second step, fusion of two nuclei called the karyogamy is occur. And in third step, meiosis in zygote that result in the haploid spore. So just because two motile or non-motile gametes are formed or fused, they will form the diploid zygote, and after that the meiosis occur that will produce the haploid spore. Now when a fungus reproduces sexually in that condition, first of all two haploid hyphae which are of compatible mating type, it will come together and it will fuse. In some fungi, the fusion of two haploid cell immediately result in diploid cell 2n. That means in most of the fungi, what happen whenever the two compatible mats come together and they become fused, they will produce a cell which contains 2n structure. That means which have a 2n structure. But in some fungi, for example, Ascomycetes and Basidiomycetes, in these type of group, what happen? An interval occur. That means a interval stages occur in that a dikaryotic stage. That means in that stage, a cell contains two nuclei, and this condition is known as the dikaryon, and the phase is called the dikaryophase of fungus. Means whenever the two mating type of fungi will fuse, it will produce 2n structure, but in that case the nuclei it is not fused, and when nuclei is not fused they will free, and in a cell we will find two nuclei, and that stage is known as the dikaryon phase, and this type of condition is known as dikaryon. And after some time what will happen, these parental nuclei will fuse and become diploid. Now the fungi from fruiting bodies in which reduction division occur leading to the formation of haploid spore. That means whenever the in fruiting body the reduction division occur, it will produce the haploid spores. Now the morphology of a mycelium, mode of spore formation and fruiting body forms the basis of the division of kingdom into various classes. Now class first is Phycomycetes. Now the members of the Phycomycetes are found in aquatic habitat and on decaying wood in moist and damp place, or as a obligate parasite in plants. Let me tell you, obligate parasite are those parasites which can't complete their life cycle without any host. That means in their life cycle they need a host to complete it. Now the mycelium is aseptic and cenocyte. I told you before, aseptic means they do not contain any type of septum. Asexual reproduction takes place by the zoospore that are motile and by the aplanospore that are non-motile. That means if any spore is able to move by the help of flagellus, then these type of spores are known as zoospore, and if any spore is almost oval or spherical, then we call them non-motile or aplanospore. Now these spores are endogenously produced in sporangium. That means in the sporangium from inside they are produced, that is why it is endogenously produced. Now zoospores are formed by fusion of two gametes. These gametes are similar in morphology. For example, it is known as the isogamous. That means when two similar type of gametes are fused, either motile or non-motile, then these type of similar gamete formation occur, then we called it isogamous. And if it is dissimilar, for example one is zoospore and second is aplanospore, when these type of spores are combined, then we called it anisogamous or oogamous. Now some common examples are mucor, rhizopus and albugo, which is found basically in mustard. Now the diagram of the mucor is this. Now Ascomycetes. So the members of Ascomycetes are commonly known as the sac fungi. The Ascomycetes are unicellular, example yeast, Saccharomyces, or multicellular, example Penicillium. So they are saprophytic, decomposer, parasitic, or coprophilous. That means the fungi which is grown on dung. Now their mycelium is branch and septate. That means in their mycelium they containing a branch or they are containing a septum. Now the asexual spores are conidia produced exogenously on the special mycelium called the conidiophore. That means for producing the conidia they have a special mycelium we call the conidiospore, and their production is exogenously. That means they are producing from outside. Conidia on germination produce the mycelium. That means whenever these conidia are germinating, they will produce the mycelium. Now, sexual reproduction or sexual spore are called the ascospore, which are produced endogenously in a sac like asci. A singular is ascus. That means the structure that is producing the ascospore, we called it asci, and the singular is ascus. It is endogenously, that means from inside they are produced. Now these ascus or asci are arranged in different type of fruiting body that we call the ascocarp. That means these structures are present or a fruiting body. That fruiting body is known as the ascocarp. Now some of the examples are aspergillus, clavisap, neurospora, and neurospora is used excessively in the biochemical and genetic work. That means in genetic engineering we are using this neurospora excessively. Now many members like the morels and waffles are edible and considered as delicious. That means we are using it for the eating purpose. Now Basidiomycetes. Now the common known form of Basidiomycetes are mushroom bracket fungi that we also call the puffballs. Now they grown in soil, on logs and tree stumps, and in living plant bodies as a parasite. Example, rust and smut. So these type of rust and smuts are living in living plants as a parasite. Now the mycelium is branched and septate. The asexual spores are generally not found, but vegetative reproduction is by the fragmentation. That means in these type of group, the asexual spores are generally not found, but the vegetative reproduction is done by the process of fragmentation. Now the sex organs are absent, but plasmogamy is brought about by fusion of two vegetative or somatic cell of different strain or genotype. That means when two different strain or genotype structures are fused, in that condition they are doing the sexual reproduction. The resultant structure is dikaryotic. That means in one cell you will get two nuclei which ultimately give rise to basidium. That means when these two nuclei structure is produced, it will produce the basidium. Now karyogamy and meiosis take place in basidium, producing four basidiospore. That means after the formation of basidium, the karyogamy occurs, and by the meiosis it will produce four basidiospore. Now the basidiospore are exogenously produced in basidium. So exogenously means they will produce from outside. And the basidia are arranged in a fruiting body that we call the basidiocarp. So whatever the basidium is produced, that is produced the basidiospore, and this basidium is basically present on the fruiting body that we call the basidiocarp. Now some of the examples of these groups are agaricus, that we call the mushroom that we are eating, astrago, which is a smut fungi, and puccinia, it is a rust fungi. Now the last one is Deuteromycetes, and these group is also known as the imperfect fungi. Reason behind that, we know only about the asexual or vegetative phase of this fungi. When the sexual form of these fungi will discovered, they will move into the class the right belong to it. That means just because we don't know about the sexual reproduction of or the sexual reproductive phase of this type of fungi, whenever we come to know that how they are reproduced sexually, we will transfer them into the right class. Now it is also possible that the asexual and vegetative stage have been given one name, that is Deuteromycetes. So the fungi that is having the only asexual or vegetative phase, we are including them in the Deuteromycetes, but later on whenever we will discover the sexual stage of the fungi, then we will transfer it into another group. Now, once we discover the perfect stage or the right stage of sexual reproduction of these group, then we will transfer them into either Basidiomycetes or Ascomycetes. Now, the Deuteromycetes reproduce only by the asexual spore that we call the Conidia. Now, the mycelium is septate and branched. Some of the members are saprophyte or parasite, while other are decomposers, and that decompose the litter and help in the mineral recycling. That means some of them are saprophyte, some of them are parasite, and some of them are decomposers that are helping in mineral recycling. Some of the examples are Alternaria, Colitotrichum, and Trichoderma.